It's so remote out here. That's what we're hiking up against. I haven't seen one other person. It's starting to get hot. Amazingly beautiful. Hidden deep within the Grand Canyon lies an ancient path carved out by the Hopi people, leading them to a sacred source of life, salt. Today, we're retracing their footsteps through the deep canyon walls and down the rugged remote path, searching for a connection to the past and maybe even to ourselves. Alright, so we're on the dirt road. It's about 15 miles there from the main highway. It's a little rough and bumpy, so it's like taking it slow, but it's not too bad. I've arrived at the trailhead, Hopi Salt Trail. Alright, and it looks like that rain that we got wasn't too bad. It looks like water might be blue. We'll have to see. And it's basically just gonna be a scramble the whole way down. Should be fun. 3,000 feet. This is the type of scrambling you'll be doing. And it seems like it's leveled off here, so it's starting to get hot. So I'm about 1.25 miles in, a little over an hour. Looks like I'm basically on like the flat surface from this point forward, and back there, that was the tougher part. I just scrambled just all the way down, just sliding on rocks. I would definitely recommend only doing it if you are very confident in your abilities and definitely planned it out in advance. There's people that have done this as a day hike. I would definitely not do that. I recommend at least camp down there at the bottom so you can enjoy the water for one evening. You can see the sunset and sunrise. That's what I'm looking forward to. Follow these cairns. There's quite a few out here. If you haven't seen one in a while, just look around to find the next one. And it's fairly easy. You can get lost a little here and there, but there's really nowhere else to go, so it's just straight down. So it's so remote out here. I haven't seen one other person. There's one other vehicle. It looks like they're probably camping out here at the trailhead parking lot. Other than that, there's nobody else here. I haven't seen another soul. I've been at it not quite 2 hours. You can see it's the sun. It's blocked by the canyon for most of the way, so it pays to start early. Finally got the first bit of sunlight, and it's pretty brutal. It hits. It's the middle of June, so water should feel amazing though. And that's what we're hiking up against. Not for those afraid of heights. So I'm getting super close to the end. There's no service down here, but it's probably going to be hitting the 90s about now. It's super hot, but it's like I can see the water at the end there, and it's going to be definitely worth it. Can't wait to get in there. It looks refreshing. So when you see this, contrary to all trails, you want to go to the left down here where these cairns are. But all trails for some reason will take you to the right. I think that's maybe to the overlook. But if you want to get to the river, to the campsites, you want to go down there. It's a calcium carbonate. It's what makes water that bluish color. It's best to go at least a week. Some recommend 10 to sometimes even 14 days after a rain. absolutely beautiful. Like, the water is amazing. It's hot. It's June, but it feels so refreshing. There's a couple campsites over here, it looks like, or places where people would do some camping. Pretty great view, I'd say. This place, it just looks like absolutely unreal. So I'm still enjoying the water. It's really beautiful, amazingly beautiful, and it's just so refreshing. And I can't wait until sunset just to see the colors change. Now, keep in mind this beautiful place here. It is on Native American land, and they're generous enough to allow us to use it, which is great of them. Be respectful of their rules. They ask that you don't use drones, and you do need a permit. All right, so it's just before 6 a.m. I was thinking about staying here this morning and doing some morning photography when the sun comes up. But after the heat yesterday, it was even hot last night when I was trying to sleep, probably in the 90s. I was just sweating in my sleep. I'm just going to call it a day here and head back already there. Try to beat the sun right before sunrise. So, should be quite the journey. All right, so just head on the last upward ascent back to my car. When people say it's a brutal hike, they're not lying. It's just a lot of scrambling up and down, just climbing over rocks. There's a few times that you can easily get off the trail, which I did a couple times, but just check your offline map there, and it'll point you back in the right direction. All right, so going back up, this looks so steep compared to yesterday coming down. But last, I think it's about a mile left, and somewhere maybe up right through there. Should be fun. So that's where I was. And home stretch right here. Final scrabble. It's gonna be basically vertical.